Hi folks, good morning to each one of you and have a wonderful life ahead. I wish you the very best, and as usual back with a very interesting topic. Of course, this is a bit of an offbeat topic. If you're not very keen on freelancing or YouTubing as a career option and things like that, I'd urge you to skip this video. Otherwise, if you probably have YouTube content creation as one of the options in your career path or side hustles, I think you should watch this video till the end. Caveat is, yes, the idea is not to discourage anyone from getting into the YouTube bandwagon. They already, I do have put up a video where I talk about how YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. You probably want to go through that. Here, I really wanted to illustrate to you that the proof of the pudding is the eating, and that is the only idea. I myself run multiple YouTube channels. I wouldn't probably call myself as a veteran or an expert. I'm nowhere close to perfect in terms of content creation, miles to go. I do it as a side hustle besides a whole lot of things I do. So that is one thing which I tell you. I'm not using YouTube or pursuing YouTube as a full-time career option because it doesn't work that way, at least for me, is what I thought. That is number one. Number two, the figures which I've shown, or the figures which I'm going to show in terms of what revenue potential YouTube is from my own channel. Of course, you'd see the details on the display. It is a channel where my avatar is an independent journalist or a freelance journalist, and I've got about 4,000 plus subscribers at this point in time. Not a easy number. Of course, there are people who have got lakhs and lakhs of subscribers, but the whole idea of showing this number to you is that the idea is how much of efforts it has have gone into it. I got into this channel, or I launched this channel roughly about 2.5 years ago. Yes, you're right, 2.5 years ago, and it has taken 2.5 years for me to reach this subscription number. And believe me, if I tell you the number of videos I put, you'll be very shocked. Again, clarification on that is this channel is about political or current affairs related talks specific to a particular state in India. So in this channel, I do a lot of short podcasts, 7-8 minute podcasts on current affairs, contemporary politics, national politics, regional politics and stuff like that. So that is the content in this particular channel. And with that kind of content, I spend about 2 hours or 3 hours every day or alternate days creating videos and uploading them on YouTube, roughly about 2 hours a day. Yeah, I skip many days, but otherwise religiously, most of this time in this about couple of years I've been on this channel, I probably have put in at least a video once in alternate days. So that is the kind of effort which has gone through it, and of course, I would say that the quality of content or the quality of deliberations which I offer there are certainly very refined and very well informed, with the whole idea of informing subscribers or anybody who is interested to understand how politics is evolving in the state of Tamil Nadu and also nationally. So that is the thing. And now hold your breath. Can you make a guess on how many videos have gone into that channel at this point in time? Yeah. It is about roughly 1,500 videos. You heard it right. 1,500 videos until date, and 1,500 videos and 4,000 subscribers. I know it is a very humongous task. There is no doubt about it. Again, I would urge you not to compare this with the kind of efforts which very higher end content creators will make. They are very suave, they are very refined, they probably are more painstaking in their efforts. They probably give their heart and soul entirely to YouTube 24/7. I certainly haven't done it that way because it is a side hustle, and this whole the idea of communicating this is to probably to enlighten people or to make aware people who want to look at it as a side hustle. There is a huge misconception that once you jump into the YouTube wagon, there's a lot of money, you probably make quick money. And I see a lot of youngsters or even middle-aged people quitting careers with the entire dream that this YouTube content creation is going to rake in a whole lot of money, which will probably equivalent or even more than what they have been earning. No, it is not like that. It probably is a very time consuming. If you really choose your right niche and offer quality content and stand out in terms of your genre, be much better or be in the top 10 or 20% in terms of content creation in that particular chosen genre of yours, it will take about 5 years to reach that point of where you probably will, I would use the ways break even in terms of your compensations or compensation expectations. 5 years is minimum. There are people who probably even struggled for even 10 years to reach a magical number where they think, okay, today is a comfortable life. Yeah, it's a different story that, as I said, there are in any career or as in any job, there are people, probably one set of people who are excellent, who are probably the 1 or 2%. They reach the magical number of 10 lakh subscribers, 15 lakh subscribers within no time. Again, here the difference is the kind of time and energy they give to it, the kind of support systems they have. They probably also have a crew who come and shoot for them, edit and upload videos for them, and they also, you should probably understand, invest a whole lot of money in terms of the equipment to create this quality kind of videos. Whereas as starters or somebody who's coming in new, it is very, very difficult for you to probably pump in a whole lot of money into this content creation exercise. You at best probably can invest in basic equipment like good audio, good video and stuff like that, and that is what most of us do, and that is what most content creators do today. But those content creators will probably not be matching the quality of these experienced content creators who have invested lakhs and lakhs of rupees in the process of content creation to make sure that their subscribers get the best of quality content. So these are the things you should understand in the process of becoming a newbie or wannabe newbie in the content creation area into YouTube. As a matter of fact, this would apply to true to any platform like even Instagram or other social media platforms, whether there are options of generating revenue. Now, coming to the very, very last and very, very interesting part, yeah, I know you waiting to hear it. What is the kind of revenues that this particular channel I'm talking about has generated over the past 2.5, 3 years, or at least after I reached the break-even minimal requirement in YouTube for monetization, which is about 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 watch hours is just not a joke. It is very, very tough to reach 4,000 watch hours, and it requires remarkable consistency. As I said, 1,500 videos of 8 to 9 minutes talks is the kind of effort which is required in this. But again, the subscriptions or algorithms which YouTube is working, or how YouTube drives traffic to your channel, depends also on what is in demand. I mean, for example, in India, channels like cooking and travel are highly successful. That is because there is a demand for that kind of content. Whereas this particular channel which I am talking about may not be content which is demanded by a lot of people. And YouTube, again, you should understand, is completely a supply-demand exercise. YouTube is a business. YouTube is wanting to give a great platform for their advertisers to advertise their products and services at the best of cost, and YouTube is a robust business. So YouTube is not anything else. So everything YouTube does will be to make sure that they probably get the best of revenues from their advertisers globally and in India, and then only can they share revenues with you. So this is the whole model. It is not that YouTube is sharing their own profits with you. Never. YouTube is only sharing their revenues with you, very, very partial revenues with you, by displaying advertisement, and that is YouTube's business. So I will probably come to the what I should say, very, very funny part of it, or probably something which you probably will look like a joke for you, but also will be a very, very brutal reality of what YouTube earnings are all about today. With all these exercises for this particular channel, what I've earned in the past 2 years is about $15.3 roughly, which is an equivalent of, I mean, if you're from India, you probably have to multiply it by 80 to understand what is the kind of money. It is less than 1,500 Indian rupees, much less than 1,500 Indian rupees, which is nothing at all. I mean, today a middle income group family would spend about 500 rupees average on daily expenses. So with about 1.5 or 2 years of effort, this is the kind of numbers which I've achieved. I'm not saying I'm unhappy about it. My whole idea is to highlight the fact that you should probably take away the misconception from your minds that YouTube is an easy game. No, YouTube is an extremely tough game, and my whole idea of bringing out this video to you is to prove the point that how tough YouTube is as a place to be in. It is for survival of the fittest, it is survival of the best, and it's probably even tougher than a day job, I would say. If you want to quit your day job and become a full-time YouTuber, probably be a solo traveler, or be a chef or whatever, and display your skills to the world, or position your knowledge to the world, yes, all fine, but you should probably write off your first 5 years of investment in terms of expecting any returns from YouTube. If you are lucky, yeah, you'll probably monetize much quickly, but the quantum of monetization is going to be very, very less or very, very minimal earlier. It probably, the moment you start monetizing, it will take another 5 years for probably to for you to see any, I would say, sensible number in terms of money. So for God's sake, don't dream that YouTube is going to compensate your job loss. YouTube is probably going to take care of EMI. Yes, it happens probably for 1 or 2 people out of 100, not for the rest. So if you are going to be the 1 or 2 people of that 100, then you should have that backing to invest in the YouTube content creation process, learn the skills, update your skills regularly, be an expert in the domain area where you are going to create videos about and things like that, and probably be on the top of it. Otherwise, if you probably are going to be an also ran, believe me, YouTube is just a marathon which will be never ending, and you probably will just sweat and sweat for years together. There is a tendency to get frustrated in this whole process. So if you are probably someone with a light heart and who don't want to persist in anything, for sure YouTube is not an option for you. That is the whole idea of bringing out this information to you. I know a lot of this is personal information, but I probably don't care about it because it is going to really be an eye-opener for a lot of people like you who are looking at YouTube as a side hustle. I'm sure this information is very, very useful to you in terms of making career choices or alternating career choices. Be very careful in your decisions in this regard. That is my only message in this. I'm sure you enjoyed this very, very informative video. You probably will have a lot of critical comments about the kind of genre and things like that, or what kind of videos I made and things like that. Feel free to comment on it, and feel free to agree or disagree with whatever I said. As always, very, very happy talking to you. I'll probably see you soon with another interesting video on careers, life and freelancing. Thanks a lot. Have a great day again. Thank you.